Good Saturday morning to everybody out there. Saturday afternoon, if you're on the other side of the ocean there. So glad to be back at it on a Saturday. Mm. We are here with a satisfactory stream, and I've been working. Sorry, I got it. Let me slide the. There we go. Stabilize that camera a little bit. Sorry, the lighting isn't the best in this room. Let me try. I take that off. No, that just looks bad. Put the light back on. I'll work on getting some lighting better in here at some point, but for now. Okay, here we go. So I've been working on building a ammo factory. We've got a few things unlocked now. We have explosive rebar. Okay. So there's that. Hold on a second. Something's up with my audio. New capture spot. Using that. Seems to be a bit of an echo. Let me change my mixer settings. Volume mixer there. Seems to be echoing through here. Let me get it over here. Output device there. Input, system sound. All that's off. Satisfactory goes to. That goes to the speakers there. Doesn't grab it. Okay, hold on. Game sounds. Maybe I'm monitoring. Hold on a second. Let's get this. I think I'm monitoring my output. That might be why it's echoing in my ears. Do, 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 do. All right. Applications, audio monitoring devices, headphones. Go to that. Okay, good. That took care of it. All right. All right, so here we go. So what we're doing is we've got, last time we brought down the sulfur and coal over here. Hold on one second. Let me get rid of this fog too. R.fog space 0. There we go. So we brought down our line of sulfur and coal from over there up in the mountains. And we set up, we got it, we brought it over. I set up our, let me run on over there. Is my Explorer out here? No, okay. I don't think I did that. We're just gonna run over here real quick. I set up a quick little black powder factory to start producing that because I needed to do it near a refinery. So we also have a refinery set up to start making the smokeless powder. Um, so our goal is to try to get a better handle on that. There we go. You can run faster on these. Boop. Let's just run over here. What I was doing back there was trying to get an iron factory set up because we will need iron to make rebar. There's a few steps we have to do in here. So I used the oil residue we had left over from this other refinery that's making our plastic for the biofuel setup over there, and I've just been storing it. So I ran it over in a pipe into these 5 refineries here, and they're taking the heavy oil residue and mixing it with the black powder to get us the smokeless powder. So just with these 5, we've already filled up this industrial storage here. Wrong one. There we go. Give me that. Okay. Industrial storage there. So I think that's at least because this isn't something that has to be produced quickly necessarily. It just runs in the background as far as our ammo factory. I have unlocked as well the rifle that we have in here in order to make exploring a little easier. I've unlocked it, and I've been working on. No, I did unlock the homing ammo as well. Let's see, and that is. Let's see, the rifle is. Oh, I just have it in my inventory. Anyway, it takes all this stuff to make, so I whipped that out real quick. It can fire quickly, and then homing ammo. Homing ammo, unfortunately, requires regular ammo. Which is going to be the smokeless powder and copper sheets. And then for this part, that's where we're going to have a little issue making those. We do have quick wire coming in to the main base area. But we've got to set up the others, which is going to include making these, which I think is copper. Yeah, copper and plastic. So we have a few things we need to get over in this area or ship to after making the products, transport over here. The good news is we have been, we've unlocked trains, monorails, whatever. We just don't have the signaling unlocked yet, I don't think. It might be my next. I'll have to check and see where we're at on that. Once we get all that done, like, we can just start setting up trains to transport everything, and that's a lot easier to get things moved around. One train can transport several cars. I usually stick with 3 cars that the trains transport. That's what I did last time. I might go with maybe 4. It just depends. But then, like, every time you set up a station, it's got to have, even if you just want one product that train's making, you have to put space for 4 stations for it to unload. You don't have to have 4 unloading stations. You can put blanks there, but yeah, so that's kind of the deal with that. We want to try to get things somewhat automated and put into the a dimensional depot, because that's kind of what I want to happen with the ammo that we get. So it's just ready for us. We haven't done a ton of adventuring. We still have the red forest to knock out up top there. There's a really dangerous swamp at the back, southeast corner, roughly, that we need to look into as well. But yeah, once the trains are going, once the monorails are on here, we can start bringing all of our resources to either this area or our main area right there, all along this coast here, and start getting that set up. Okay, so my mic up and running, it looks like. One second. Mic, yeah, it's going. Okay, cool. I've been talking all this time, and I just realized I haven't double checked to make sure my mic is unmuted. Okay. So I believe the next thing we need is to get an iron refinery going over there. There's 3 nodes of iron that we could pull from. We don't have to pull all of it. We can actually keep some of it there to make another refinery of sorts. Another setup later, not refinery. I get these words mixed up. We're smelting the iron up, and it's possible we could use some of this coal, because I think right now we're only pulling out of one side of this for that refinery setup. So we can either reduce this down to 5 per side and funnel them together and free up all the other space here for something else, or just get rid of one whole side. We'll have to see what would work best with that, but possibly use some of this coal that's here for some more steel, because we need steel for some of this stuff. I think the rebar, explosive rebar, needs steel in order to. So you take rebar, steel, and the smokeless powder, combine them together, and you get the explosive rebar. So But we already have coal coming in, so that's a plus. Already having that product here, so we can use it to make stuff. But yeah, if we did that, we could feed off of that one line. So if we cut this down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there, and got rid of these, we could pull out of that same coal line and go to the next step to make the steel or whatever. That would require, hold on, steel ingots. We can make that. Okay, I thought so. I thought we can use iron ingots instead of iron ore to do that. So, so that'll be good. So we're gonna get those iron ingots coming over here, and that'll give us what we need to make steel. And I think steel pipe. Do we have an alternate recipe for that? Oh yeah, we can just go straight from the iron ingot into the steel pipe and skip over that step anyway. So, but if we need the steel beams for anything, we can do that. So, all right, we're gonna go start working on getting that iron setup going over there. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know. I think an Explorer will fit on here. It's not that far though. Put some fuel in and drive this bad boy. It's kind of like where it's far enough that you can't just fly there, but it's close enough that an Explorer. This is just a little extra work to get there, even if it is a little bit quicker. Okay, there we go, and it's right up there, I think, straight ahead. Yeah, could be wrong. Just happen occasionally in life. All right, let's see here. We'll get rid of it because I know. Yeah, here we go. We have not pulled power over though. All right, I got a little path cleared out here. Uh, Trying to think here. Do I want to go ahead and make one mega refinery or mega smeltery with all three of the nodes? Possibly. Oops, missed. So we've got another node right there. Wasn't high enough. Get rid of those trees. Yeah, there's one there. And then one over that way somewhere. Oops. Oh well, I can't see it. It's there. So we could go ahead and pull all these together and just have one giant building that does all the smelting for all of the iron. And then we could have a few separate lines pulling out of there for now. We might merge them together eventually when we get better uh, conveyor belts. All right, I'm gonna lean this up a little bit. There we go. Once we get better conveyor belts, we can pull them all together. I think I was going to try to do another miner, but I'm out of goodness. I'm out of portable miners. Let's go ahead and get a. I did not press that button. There it is. Get a workbench set up. This is an equipment workshop issue. Come from the outside. This bothers me, but all right, let's make a few of these. 10. Okay, that's about 12 of them. That should be good. Uh-oh. Why did it do that? I'm not even on that screen. Huh, weird. Oh, okay. I was not clicked in there. I tried to stop that crafting, but I was on another screen. Anyway, all right, so we've got this node here. We could just build right over here off the coast. Why don't we just go ahead and put it out there in the flat area? Yeah, let's go ahead and bring these 3 lines together. So we're going to build our miner right here. Yeah, let's go find that third node real fast. It's over here. Okay, we're going to do this. Is it just 2? I guess it is just the 2. That one right there. And that one right there. Oh, there's one over here. Okay. Oh, there it is. That works. Okay, so this one we're could throw a lift on real quick. Oh, Mark 4 lift, come up here. There's good. All right, and then we're going to let's find power. I know we've got some power lines up there somewhere. Yeah, we have a lift up there. We have to have power. Okay, let's go look for that. Just flying around, you know, as we do. I want to see if my music's turned on real quick. Options, audio, music. Music's up. It's just not playing at the moment. Music license. I didn't actually change anything. All right. Yeah. Okay, now. Oh, no, no, don't go there. You can keep your stuff, my friend. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I think I have a large tower here I can pull off of. Come on, make it up. Oh, good. No? Where's it at? Way over here. Okay. All right, we'll just split off of this one, which means we probably need to go past that. Oh, we've got power here. We can pull off of. Probably easier. Yeah. Okay. Oh, not that way. This might even deserve a branch off the big one. Let's do that instead. Um, Welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, we're playing some Satisfactory, working on getting our ammo factory going. I'm a little indecisive on things, so I have to redo a bit. We're going to run back over here and Do a large tower off of. Can't land on a tree, can I? Dang it. Okay. Where'd that one come from? Way over there? Okay. We're split off of this one. No way. I wasn't that high up. Come on now. Okay. Anyway. We can do exactly. I already have 2 splits off of this. Man, well, that stinks. Where's the next one here? Oh, shoot. I have to go down to that one. It's fine. There's something there? Okay. How far can I go with this one? That's fine right there. Let's try to land. Ooh, crash site. That's a great place for it, Dave. Okay. Except for that. There is definitely a radioactive hog up there. Now. Oh, perfect. We're fine, we're fine. There we go. Okay. Do. I'm not sure why I still have level 1 power lines in here. Let's go ahead and, excuse me. First of all, this one we're not ready for. Let's go and at least put level 2 in here. We're going to put that on 1 hot bar. Now see if we click that. No. Can I get that to change to no, it is a Mark II pole. Okay. A little harder to. Oh, I already am. Okay, never mind. Nope. There we go. Okay, they're all powered up. Each one of these is capable of producing 600, which is more than my current level of, more than that can give out. Okay. More than I can take out, I guess. I don't know if this is, yeah, this is going to be the same thing. These all pure. Yeah, it's both pure. Let's go ahead and get this one set up to produce as much as possible. Yeah. They're pure nodes. This is going to, I wonder, splitters inherently have no speed limit, right? So if we can slap a splitter on the front of this, okay, we'd have to put foundations under it to do that. Hold on, let's see here. Okay, let's do this. Let's get rid of it. Let's throw foundations under here just because it's going to make lining up a splitter a little easier. I don't know if this theory works, so I'm just gonna try it, but from what I understand, splitters themselves don't have a speed limit as for how fast they can draw stuff out. So if we were able to get a splitter to sit right here without a belt, it's not lining up though. I think you can get them to, no, it's going to require a belt. Yeah, it's worth a try. That's hot bar number 6. It's a splitter. Wish you could just like point at it and be like, you become part of that. No, okay. Anyway, let's just leave. Let's go put, yeah, let's put foundations under all these. They're gonna look better that way. And then reconnect that to that. This is some of the redoing things I talk about. You get it started, then you change your mind. That's me all day long. It's how I play the game. Nope, that's not where I want that. I want that here and here. I don't have Zoop on. Is that connected to that? Awesome. Okay. All right. Delete this one. I have to delete the lift too. Let's throw our foundation down here, which is number 4. Q is a miner. You know, as soon as I do this, there are Mark 2 miners everywhere. We're going to unlock Mark 3. Let's get rid of that. That's got to go. That's got to be redone right here. Give you power and give you Mark 4 lift. We have to throw. Oh, let's go throw that in there. Yeah, let's just run to. Well, I have no shortage of power crystals at the moment. We can throw them in there and have them ready to go. So we do unlock the next level, which may be a while, but either way. Now I can come here and I need to mark on the map so I know what I'm dealing with. Let's see, sulfur there. We're gonna put iron. $600. Actually, what's our rate on the is it 460? Yeah, I think we're doing 460 on there. Sorry, my leg shakes like crazy. Well, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Go to stamps. It's our resource block that we like to use so much. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. So that'll mark that. That way I can look and see what's going. You can't, not when I'm over it, but let's double check that. Okay. 480. I'm sorry, 480, not 460. Just change that right there. So 3 times 480. It's the most we can get out of it right now at the moment, but things can change. Let's go ahead and I don't know if these line up level or not. They do. That's awesome. All right. Well, I don't need that. It's more for checking, but thanks for playing. All right. Now let's go talk about where we want to set our smeltery up at. We're gonna just run all this stuff off the edge here, and let's do this. We could have a few layers of it right there. We're gonna be running a lot of smelters because that's 460, 480. Gosh, 480 per unit. We're shooting out here, and the smelters can do iron 300 or 30 per minute. So 480 divided by 30 equals 16. So each one of those can supply 16 of these, or if we put maximum crystals in there, let me get calculator back out again. 480 is not going to divide even, I don't think. Maybe. Divided by 75. Okay, we could knock it down to like 6.5. Man, okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. So 480 times 3, though, would give us our total amount that we have coming into this. If we split that evenly between machines, and we have ways to do this. We just over 20 machines to do all of the iron that's coming in here. So that's definitely doable. It's just going to take a little bit of work to make it happen. Think. Because we could split it evenly between them, and then the excess would go to another machine. We had 19 total. There's a way to balance it. I don't know if I want to get quite into that. What was our original number? 480 divided by 75. 6. You could do 6 each and then have just an extra one that the excess goes to. That would work. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, close the calculator out. There we go. Okay, 6 each with power crystals. I don't mind using the power crystals because we're going to keep getting more slugs, and like since we're duplicating them, it shouldn't be a problem. And since we can double them. Okay, so here I don't want to be touching the ground. I want to leave room underneath this structure so we can get around. We can drive through here if we need to. So let's see. We're gonna build a platform. Let's bring it up some. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and use the big one. So align it to the universal grid, and we want to zoop up. There you go. What if we had our lower level right there? I don't want to use that. Sorry. We're not doing vert. I'm going to zoop this way. Okay, so we need 6 smelters in here. Let's just see what we can get on this level. 6 per unit would be that. You can bring it back over some. We don't need quite that much room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's shift it down. Enough room there. We're gonna run into this though, aren't we? Yeah, it's gonna have to come out some. A little bit. Okay. Shift everybody down. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. So H, just bring that over halfway through this one. There. Three, 4, 5, and 6. Really gets us onto that one. Leaves us room on the side for doing other things. Okay. All right. Let's get rid of the stuff down here. Well, it's all right. We'll rebuild that. All right. Come out another block here. Just gonna look better. All right. Let's talk about walls. So as far as decor, because we really haven't, excuse me, tried to do much with this. So making things look nice, we can just slap walls on it and call it a day. But if we build out another foundation width, there's a lot we can do with making things look nice as far as decor and just things like that. So let's look through what we have for foundations. I'll kind of show you an example of what I'm talking about. So if we did like any number of these things, but if we have an outside that's wider, no, that didn't click right. Up top, no. This, we can shape it a bit. One more. Okay. So then we could come in here and instead of that in certain places, we could put another shape foundation, like say down corner ramp. Yeah, well, that's not what I'm talking about. Bad example. There's many things we can, let's think. We could do a half foundation in here, and then you could add other things into that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So if we did a half one like this, let's bring it back to that side. That. Then you could come onto that with, let's see here. Let's get those corners up. I think this will go, or even like, no, that won't. Okay, I just want it to fit up there. It's not the one I want then. This corner here. Nope, hold on. I'll get this. Do that and that. All right. We could even do that all the way along here, right? So we can make some shapes that are just kind of, and then like we have our interior walls here, right? So we could do things, even if I just did the, yeah, I'll tell you what, let's do that. I'm starting to come up with something here. Oh, missed. So what if we did pillars of these? There. There. Could do that on the corners even. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just cooking. Don't worry. It's to be where I want it to be. There we go. This isn't quite not overlap, but it's okay. It's okay. It'll look weird right here. Huh. Now, if we can get this to sit there and then do a vertical zoop down, there we go. All right. And we can paint this a different color or different material once we get it in here. So, now I don't like, let's see. Not entirely feeling that. Let's see. So this is just experimenting around and seeing what we can do. So let's put a platform out. What do we have? I wish, okay. I wish we could do the outside corner of this in a curve like that. Let's see. That maybe? No. What's this look like up here? No, no, that entirely did not go in the right spot. Inverted quarter round pipe. Is that what I'm wanting? Just looking through my options here. I think if I can get that to sit in the right spot like that. I don't like how the edges don't quite line up, but if we did the entire outside edge in this kind of a thing, yeah, okay, now we're seeing it. Now, then we can come under here. So let's go ahead and take these out. I know we just have flying machines, right? Not literal flying machines, but the machines are just kind of flying up there to put the platform back under. So if we do this quarter pipe under here, here we go. Yeah. But this one needs to be that first block again. Here. Right there. Okay. All right, we're getting something. I'm going to fall in the water in a second here, I'm sure. Although, this shouldn't get too deep just yet. Right. I'm going to put this out on the outside edge of that. Nope, that was the right spot. We just got to turn it around. All right, and then here, we're going to come through. That. That. I don't know why I'm leaning to look at this, right? Dude, it's not moving. Okay. Well, that should go there. All right. And this probably isn't as cool as I think it is, but... All right. And then I can come in with the quarters that I talked about. That, and we're going to do... See, I don't like that. That doesn't... There we go. Okay. Do a vert zoop on that. Bring it all the way down. Come in next to it. Same thing. Let's just see what this looks like. I like that. Okay, all right. That's cool. That's got some interest to it. All right, let's go ahead and set up the other four corners with this, or the three of the four corners. Now there's other things you can do for legs on here, but this is a big beefy support. There we go. All right. And there's that. There I'm leaning again. I'm convinced my body position makes a difference to what I see on the screen for some reason, and I keep moving around. But you know what? It doesn't change what's on the screen. But like, it's just what we, you know, when you're looking up, you want to do that, and I don't know. When my character's like looking up, I feel like my neck should be strained or something. I don't. Here we go. Okay. Let's see here. So they've got, okay, that's nice. I like that. Let's paint it now. There's another button to get you into this, but if we go to material, let's make that concrete. Let's do that. All right. Let's paint all these concrete. Just the legs. There we go. This may be a long process today. Well, I mean, that's part of the game. It's building stuff, making it look nice, taking these extra steps to create that. All right, I want to go ahead and throw one of these corners, or two corners, up in here. Up in here. Why can't it go on top of that? Oh, yeah, right there. Good. Okay. All right, all right. Now we're cooking. All right, sweet. So that's our legs for our foundation. Now, I don't know if I should go ahead and continue these foundations in the same material. We can try another one. Let's see what happens if I just go with asphalt up here. No, don't like that. That's the regular fix-it foundation. There might be some others that I just haven't unlocked yet. As a matter of fact, I know there are. We'll have to go check our coupons and see what we have available to us. Sure. Okay. My one issue I'm going to have is we don't have round walls to match this. So, we have to redo this. We have to redo it. Okay. Well, this was cool. We got to experiment and see what we want things to look like. So everything needs to fit inside this area here. So what we can do, the easiest way is to just expand one side of it. I can't do rounded walls, so we're going to have to use these things. They're not even going to match that. Ah, darn. Okay, hold on. We don't have anything with the same rounded diameter because these are actually shorter than that. For instance, if I was to plop this on outside edge here, let's just go line up this corner to corner. It did not, in fact, line corner to corner. Anyway, it's a different radius than this outside edge here. Like this piece that we're looking at, that radius there doesn't match the quarter pipes that we have. So I'm not sure how to make walls above this corner I don't think there's any walls that would follow that shape. No. You can cheese it. I think I'd have to have a separate plug-in to help with the zoom or zoop. But if I could, let's see, if I was to nudge that over just a little bit and no. Oh man. Okay. Nothing for roundedness. Round concrete beam. That's smaller. That is smaller for sure. Fans and vents. We could do a diagonal wall across here and just come up and have another one as a top to cap it off. But that's the disadvantage of what is that? Hmm? There must be some Z fighting with the pillar down there. That shouldn't be happening. Yeah. That's what's going on there. They're not fighting. One's just giving up for that little wedge there. Oh. Okay. Oh no. Weird little glitch there. So we have to cut that out. And that we're going to add to. So this end we're going to have to cut foundation. We need to move it this way too. All had to go. Okay, let's see here. So 2, 3. We need 3 platforms in the middle here for it to actually sit on. Unfortunately, these are going to have to go bye-bye. It's a good experiment. We know what we're looking for now. And there we go. And then this side over here has got to go away. All of that. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. Cool. We can do this. All right. So let's bring this down another block. And then this one's going to have to come out. 2 of those. Let's jump up here. Let's set out our platform area now with these. Forgot we're not zooping. And I think 1 more over here. Let's just make sure all of our stuff fits in this area here. Stop that. It did it over here too. Okay. All right. Planning ahead isn't necessarily my best thing. So anyway, we need room inside of this entire thing for, yeah, it's going to sit in there. We can come over just a hair. Set that edge on the middle. There's room back here. Let's go forward just a bit there. And over here, we've got lots of room too. So let's make sure we can get 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, then we're going to need, I want room beside it to run stuff. But then we'd have to add another foundation entirely to add another thing here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's try to align these better. That. No, why is it not snapping? It's not snapping. You can't both be lined up. There we go. Okay, that's perfectly lined. Now let's bring it over to quarter way in. We'll get rid of these and redo those now. Sorry. I'm a little picky on how I like things aligned sometimes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should give us quarter way in on that one. Good. So the middle of that, still not right. Mm. We're just gonna go over here. That's where that one is, right? Nope. Okay, that should do it. 1, 5, 6. Okay, we're right on this edge. That's good. Okay. And then this one, same spot. All right. Now we've got our layout for these. We've got equal space on both sides, and room behind it to unload. We could probably see if all we're doing is smelting it. That's our input. That's our output. We've got room to make this. Make this the back ledge. Yeah. We can curve here after all. It's going to be a lot longer than it is wide. Let's just do one. Okay, just making sure. All right, and then we're coming here. We're going to put this one corner there. I'm going to add one of the corners. So there. Yep, that's right. It's not painted though. That was asphalt up top. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to put this bad boy. Yep. There and there. So just two? Two's all it needs? Okay. You'll say so. Now we can zoop this bad boy. We're not on zoop. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, now let's get pillars put back in. This one's, in fact, so find where it was after all. Why is it not there? Wait, there we go. Okay, cool. Ah. Okay. All right. Now we've got something. It still just, it does that. I don't know why. No. That's that one corner stick up like that. Why? Yeah. Okay. I got this. Let's do let's do this one here. I'm gonna have to paint them. But let's go in there and change those to concrete. And let's go do the same thing on the other corner. We're gonna get rid of that, get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of all these foundations. We're gonna change them just so they all match. Okay, good. Now all the floating machines. Okay, now let's select this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make that corner lower and then make this a double foundation above so that they overlap each other. Wrong zoop. Sorry. I'm thinking instead of talking. So that they overlap each other, but they still allow us to, like, it doesn't stick through the top, so I'm trying to say. Right? Good. So now you see our corners, we don't have that issue because they overlap down inside. So this goes up into it. Or will they, where they meet? I don't think they actually overlap at all. Where they meet there, they're going to just touch. Ah, sweet. It's daytime now. It was a quick and sudden transition, but we'll go with it. All right. So now what we want to do is bring in like full walls here. Let's see. We want to do foundation. See, is this high enough to get above? Not quite. Okay. Let's do a wall then. Okay. So if we get our walls and we just do a basic wall here, here. What I was doing before is just a small wall there where a foundation would cut through here. It kind of intersects the top of this just a little bit, but let's go back around 1 meter. Well, there we go. But it's aesthetic. Like this still functions perfectly well. So suit that down. We'll see what we think. Okay, there's that. Why is that fighting? It's literally what it's made for. Oh, excuse me. Stretch a little bit. There we go. Stretchy stretch. Hold on. Lost my scene there somehow. I don't know how long that happened. Looked up and the wrong screen was up. I must have accidentally pressed a button on my phone there. Okay. Sorry for that. So anyway, in case we missed it, what I was just doing was this isn't where the walls will go. I was trying to see where to put the next level at. So this is intersecting these machines just a little bit. But what I've been doing for these kind of machines is 2 full walls and then a small wall up top there. And then basically it just sits right in this place like that. That's the most compact way to do it with these. I think the constructors are about the same height too as the smelters. So they sit in there like that, tucked in nice and tight. And then your next floor is up above is where you put the next level of stuff at. So let's go ahead and do that. Hold on. What happened there and there? I think that is all of this. Right? Yeah. Start there. In there. Machines are there. Okay, let's go ahead and line this up then. H there. We're going to make this as even as possible. It's just a hair over. No. So, yeah, they're right there. And then this one was, oh, those same lines are here. No. Where's this one at? That is in. Come over a little bit. Right there. Yep, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Those are perfectly aligned. Yep. Yep. Good. All right. Here we go. Okay. That's got to start. We're going to get rid of these walls then. All right, and we want a third floor on this. The same deal with that. So we're going to go up with our walls. So 1, 2. Switch to a small wall. Put that up there. Select this same foundation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there we go. 5 to the back. No, that didn't go in the right spot. Gotta be careful with that multi-select. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, sweet. Get rid of those. All right, now we'll place this up top here. Freeze that. That's good. We want the leg to be right there. Double check our alignment below. Foundations turn different. I think here's where we want it to be at. Yeah, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ooh, no, that's off. That's off. That's way off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's better. Okay, good. Now they're all lined up the way they should be. That was weird. I don't know why I did that. Cool. There's your 3 levels of smelters. And that lines up right at the top of this cliff. That's not too bad. It doesn't stick out too far. So those 3 are going to run over here, go down through the building into each level. So next, what we're going to do is look at your outsides now. So we started with this. Now this part here can easily go up straight. Our problem is this corner. How are we going to extend that up? Well, here's what we do. We hold on. We have these other ones we can use. Let's see what that looks like. Hold on. No, okay. Let's just try. I was trying to cycle through them, but it didn't quite work out the way I wanted. We can do this on top of that, right? And do one of these again on top of that. What are you clicking to? Oh, no wonder. It sees that edge there. Okay. We'll do this on top of that, and then this on top of that, and then do this on top of that, and then do this on top of that. Okay, I think I got it. Nice. Now, this looks kind of weird. Now, I get it colored in too. That does take care of the corners though. Except, let me think that through. Your walls aren't going to line up with those though. So if I was to run walls on this outside edge here. What if this was on the inside of that? No. Okay. Let me think. What other options do we have though? Like, let's see. Those have the outside corner. These don't have the same radius. What if, okay, stick with me here. We've got that now, right? What if we just did a half? Let's pull that up then. This, top of it. Vertical flip. Oh. Try that again. Do. Problem is they aren't lining up right with the layer, so I might have to go back in and do that a little different. But if we did that, we could have a half foundation straight off of this. And we could play around with that. Okay, so let that half blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. I think we can work with that. So we'll bring that in, and then we'll kind of work around this half foundations and such. Let's paint it up. What color should we make this? These are for walls. Right now, hold on. Let's see what other colors. We don't have screws. Shoot. Okay. Well. Crafting bench. Screws. These are not going into the, or not automatically going into my dimensional depot. So now, so close. I need a few more screws. This is crazy. Okay. Excuse me. One more time. All right. Now, customizer. Paint finishes. Okay, our only, let's see, we have a couple more. We have coated concrete and grip metal for our foundation materials. So we do have two more foundation materials we can purchase on here. And then I believe we can paint those other colors as well as the ones we currently have. But I need to see how many tickets, coupons we've acquired over there sinking stuff. It's power. Okay. Let's go get power. All right, I'm gonna hurt myself there, aren't I? No, I didn't. Good. So this needs to have power for me to access it even. That's crazy. I just want to see how many coupons I have. That's all. 4 coupons I could print off. Might as well do that. And how many do I have in storage? Coupon, none. Okay, awesome. Um, do, 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 do. Paint finishes. We need 5 for that, 6 for that. We're not. Okay. Thank you for playing. All right. We'll work on other finishes. Right now, I think we could probably just do this with the same concrete that's down below, or this asphalt that's up here, or come up with something else. Because we want it to kind of blend in with the walls, maybe. Now, I don't want to do the inner part of this. I want to leave that where the way it is, so we can line our walls or foundations up. Big yawns on a Saturday morning. Great. So that solves that problem. Let's go ahead and do this on all the corners then. Then one here. Good. That'll bring that in some too. Let's smash it to that. Really? Oh, okay. I missed that. Okay. And then 2, and do that there and there, followed by a small one there. Okay, that lines us up with our layers. Let's see how it looks like colored or textured with something different. So if we just did concrete, I don't think no, that small layer doesn't look nearly as bad when we do it that way. So we can work with that, okay? All right, so we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to put one of these, followed by one of these, followed by 2 of these. And then 1 of these. Okay. And so far we'll go with that for now. Let's make that concrete as well. Good. Okay. Again with these. Followed by 1 of these. 2 of these and 1 of these. And make the bottom concrete. Okay. Do that. Here. So you can actually go in the menu here, and when you're building these, you can actually select it to do concrete like that on any of these. So you can just have it pre-fixed up, or you do no filter and just have everything show up here. By default, it just goes to fix it foundation because that is your default color of foundations that you have there. And like if we had no filter on everything, this would be a lot of stuff to scroll through to get down to what we need. So by default, they just stay there. But if you want it to have, like if we're just working with this and we go ahead and switch it over to concrete, because that's the one we're going to use the most, we can just have it on there. You can also do that and put it on your hotbar. Let's see, because we can do multiple. How do we switch through hotbars? Is it in here? We can scroll. Right alt, scroll through hotbars. Okay. So if we're in this build inventory, we can then, I don't know how to scroll through hotbars out here. Oh, never mind. Just the same thing. Okay. So we can set up all of our, let's see, let's do that. Let's go ahead and get this going here. We're going to put this. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. I haven't used these. That's as concrete. So on this hotbar, I've got all those set up. That was probably the quicker way to do it. Okay, these are going to have to go up a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and do 2 here. 1, 2, and then 1 right there. Okay, 2, and 2, and 1 right there. Good. 2. And 1 right there. Nice. Okay. And then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do for a roof. That the roof starts right here at the top of this, or at this almost level with this. So that works out good, I think. Eh, fell off. All right. We're definitely working on form before we even talk about function. So over here, we want to bring walls across. I think we can do I really like having glass walls in here. Single windows work great. I want it out in the middle of this though, so what we're going to have to do is force it with a half foundation. Let's throw that up here. How did that, what? Really? Huh. It's giving me all kind of options. All right. Actually, come back with that half foundation. We're going to slap it right here first. And then we're going to go back into windows. Let's throw these windows on the hotbar too. I like just this open one. Oh, it's an option as well. Full frame window. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to throw it right. Oh, you're right. It doesn't come all the way down. I want it. Foundation, half foundation. There we go. I'm going to put that there. Then we can get our wall right here. Like that. Okay, cool. All right, and then we'll do whatever on top of that. So we could do another row of walls there. Whatever we're going to do for a foundation up here, if we just do this, we could bring just this out as a half foundation to that. Yeah. Okay. That's good. We could leave this open. We could leave this whole area open. I don't know. All kind of stuff we could do. Anyway, let's get this other side set up then. We want to put a... So let's go ahead and throw this on to 8. There. And then half foundation. Let's go ahead and make it concrete. No, we're doing asphalt here, right? Yeah. We're going to throw this on 7. Go. Okay, so we want 7 right here, and then we want 8 right out here. Oh, I guess I could have zooped that the whole way. Okay. All right, so there's that. We're gonna go ahead and add another layer there. Same thing over here. Let's get 7 right there. Nope, just 1. 8 right here. Get that all down. Get rid of that. Oh, yeah, that's right. And we're going to above that with a full one here as well. 7. Yeah, nope. This one. And an 8 right here for 2. And then another layer here. Okay. All right. It's not half foundation. Okay. Half foundations are number 7. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, yes, that looks very good. We might have to put a wall across here of some sort. Let's see here. Let's see what those walls are. Walls. What other material do we have so far? We could do concrete wall. Right down here. Sorry, we're gonna find a place to stand. Or not. Okay, there. Okay, all right. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. That's sweet. Okay. Does that line up the edge? That sticks out, doesn't it? Shoot. Man. All right. I think. How can I do this? Okay. All right. Let's see if I can get this and this. Let's take that out there. Okay, and then 7 was our foundation, right? We're gonna go here and here. Delete that one. Put your window right. It still puts it in the same spot, doesn't it? Okay. Okay, it's halfway into each foundation. Okay. I thought maybe it'd go on the outside edge of that. Oh, and then put the wall there. I was trying to see if it could go back just a hair. But, I mean, it's still okay. It still looks clean across there. Till you get up really close and see that it does not, in fact, do it quite the way I want it to. All right, so let's get this wall around here then. I'm in the way. Second. Lots of notifications on my phone. There we go. Don't need those right now. All right, welcome to the stream. If you're just joining, so glad to have anybody watching. We are just doing some building in Satisfactory. Let's see if we can get this there and there. Nice. Building this little ammo, or actually, this is just for smelting up our iron over here. 6 is more than enough for what we have. The only issue is if we get more of an output, we're gonna have to upgrade this thing. But we'll worry about that another day. Did not plan ahead at all, but that's all right. We can do that another time. We can worry about that when the time comes. We're gonna work with what we have for now. I haven't set up any of these machines. I believe if I copy and paste this, copy, wait, close enough to paste. That should, yeah, it should do crystals and everything. That. And come down here and do the same thing. Paste, 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 paste. And I didn't put an entrance in here, so we're gonna have to let ourselves in. Paste settings there. All the way through here. Speaking of doors, how do we want to get into this place? We could leave an opening. We could throw a gate hole up, a roll-up gate, automated gate. I think gates would be better if we just put the gate hole wall somewhere on here, and don't bother with the actual gate on it. That could probably work. I think the door just doesn't fit the aesthetic because like it's not wide open like that. But like a gate hole right here. Let's see, what's my center? Let's do a center for that. Excuse me. Yeah, that's good. That we don't have to put a gate in it. Like I say, we can just throw the gate hole on it. There. Okay, good. That'll give us a way in and out of these places. Let's see here. So then do the same thing. We haven't even built our foundation up top there. So yeah, we're going to come around here and just do that all the way around. So we're going to have our entrance on this side. We still have to get the actual iron ore into here to process it. Small details. We're definitely working more on the look than the functionality at this point. But that's all part of it. I think for the very top, I want to flare this back out and have a roof of some sort. Let's see what we got architecture-wise. Our roofs don't have corners to them. We don't have any round roofs, so it's going to have to be a. We can just use foundations for our roof. Oh, excuse me. If we want to. Let's see. Right. Okay. Cool. Let's pick the foundation. Let's get back up here with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Turn 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then our 2 over here. Good. That brings us out. Now, should I do a platform here? I think that would be cool. Let's get rid of that wall. Good. We're going to put a half foundation right there. And then we're gonna do, yeah, it's just gonna overlap. One of these on each corner. Right? Like that. Let's get those painted. Match. Asphalt. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Now let's get our windows in. Nope. There. Top goes all the way across. And then do our two below here. Once we, I mean, like, I like the fact that they have the personal elevators in here, but that's such an almost an early game thing because by the time you have the jetpack, and we're going to have a hover pack too, that works off of the electricity nearby. So once you have those, excuse me, um, you really don't really, that's good English right there. Let me tell you, you really don't need elevators at all. I don't know, they look cool, but go. Nice. And we're going to do the same thing up here. Throw the gate hole right there. The windows right here and here. And here through here. And here and here. Okay. Good. It's got this side so far. It looks like something. I still question as to where I'm bringing the supplies in, though. Could do that on the far side here. And if we just come in through one spot and then throw one in and have lifts going down from there to the other two levels, we can do that here as well. That would look good and clean. All right. Okay, so I think I decided I do want this up top. We're going to delete this and this. I'm going to grab this. That's the wrong one, Dave. It's the one below it. What? Right there. Ah, it's in my menu. It's number 4, right? Yeah, there we go. How does that go as far as the top? That would make us level playing with that. Then yeah, that top is off, and then we can just put our roof on top of it after that. Just one. Mm. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. Yeah. Ah, not complete. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, that lines up. That's okay. No, no, I want that to go higher and have the full lip along there, I think. Let's take this one block higher. Put this on top now. Come on, go. You can do it. Clearly, I have to be inside here. Come on. Just do one. Do one. Do one. 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 Two it is. I'm going to take Zoop off for now. Does not work well with this particular function we're doing. Especially when we're just doing one of each. Here. There we go. Don't do that. How did that? I don't know. These on top of that. Right there. Good. Right. Then we're going to come through with those. Number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing over there. 1. Eh. That does remind me you can't do arches with this. Okay. Cool. That's kind of a roof. We could just throw your grating in here or something. I'm not sure. I do, however, like the look of that. That looks nice. Okay. Let's get back in here. We're gonna throw our windows and stuff on the second level and then go up to the top. Can definitely zoom. Although that just needs one. Okay. You go there. There. Outside edge. Good. Sweet. Okay, that's got the front already. We're gonna hop up top here. Got this side. Let's go this one, and then come on. Okay, there we go. So that's got that for the building so far. All right. This should be our standard for everything we do with this. We do need to put the wall around here. Ooh, that is presenting one little issue. I think we can just throw a piece of wall right there. And there. Let's throw it down on this one too. I can't do these corners. I can't wrap that in wall. That would be pretty cool. Satisfactory, coffee stain. Listen, I have suggestions. They're not seeing this ever. But yeah, that would be cool to be able to do a rounded wall across that. But for now, we'll just throw this. It still looks good. I like that look. Definitely. So that looks pretty cool. So we need to get power in here. We need to get our supplies in here, and we need to figure out a roof for this building. So this is just going to be for smelting the iron that we need for our ammo factory that's going in over there. Upgrades are going to happen, but right now that's kind of what we got going on. Get rid of that wood. Here we go. I want to see what we can do for a roof on top of this. One thought is to just go ahead and throw in, and this is something I do often, this metal frame that it's going to intersect with the machines. There's also the option of this right here I like being able to just drop into any of these if I'm flying over. So that's one advantage of the metal grating like that. We can do something else fancy on the top here too. I mean, there's all kind of options, even things we haven't unlocked in our shop yet. So yeah, right now we're just going to throw it like that and call it a building. But we can definitely yeah, we've got more form than functionality here. I can just say that. Let's throw in our logistics conveyor walls. We need 3 spots for stuff to come in. I think we're gonna have to go side by side. So 1, 2, 3. So when we lift, yeah. Let's see how we're gonna do the lifts here. Just trying to build those. Doesn't work like that. Okay, yeah. So if I did 3 lifts here and we bring it all over to this spot here, we can shoot down this way. I could feasibly just run them outside here, shoot one straight in. I still have a lift, and then the second lift there, third lift there, and it would just snake around. It's going to look cleaner if they go all in one spot, though. So how about, man. Okay, let's see what we can do with our lifts here. This one comes here. Get your lowest one. Because this is going to have to come higher. It's going to start digging into the. Those even. Ah. That's too high. There we go. They're just going the wrong way, though, aren't they? Man. There we go. I have to do the same thing with these as well. Reverse lifts on them, so the inputs are coming in there. Okay. Those look like they're lined up. So if I bring a 3-high conveyor system through here, we may just go ahead and set that up. Conveyor poles. Yeah, okay. There's the top load set up. I'm just coming through the roof. Yeah. So we can just put conveyor holes in this. We're going to go through this little concrete thing here. I believe one in the center here. Here on this edge, and then one over on this edge. So I got to go all the way through? It sure did. Look at that. Okay. All right. All righty. Now let's put our lifts on here. One head this way. Bring in. Think. Now, going to put the lifts inside. This one's just going to come here. Right there. This one we're going to put a hole directly below. Same thing here. I'll have to line that up. Right. This will shoot through there. All right, and then we come down below that. Oh, missed. Let's go ahead and throw in our hole below this. That will lifts back out. This one's going to come down, and here, this one's going to come all the way through there. All right. All right. Now this one I'm going to make come out this direction. There should be room for it to snake around here. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, let's go ahead, while we're into this, I might as well go ahead and put our splitters in for these units. Let's see, right there's our input. Why are we not, maybe one of those. I hate it when that happens. Not close enough. Let's go a little closer. And there. Yeah. Doesn't want to snap. Nope. Not even to this. Look at that. Okay. And snap to that. Yep. Does line up? Yeah, they do line up. H over and H up. I don't know why this is still a problem. Maybe they didn't know it was an issue, but it is annoying when it doesn't just automatically snap and you have to manually do this. There we go. Okay, let's get our other hotbar back up. Right there, and conveyors were on 3. Well, that's not right. I want that to be straight. Okay, right. Same thing above. I'm gonna have the same issue with the snapping though, because the way these are aligned is the same as the way those are aligned. So, here we go. No? There. I think I want that out just a skosh. Yeah, right there. That might be part of my problem, I don't know. Just takes a little extra step. I do like that they let you freeze the hologram and manually align it. Otherwise, this will be far more frustrating. Two more here. My light is on, right? Yeah. Okay. And here we go. H over. Over. There's a little bit of lag when I connect one of these. Freezes for just a brief second. Don't know what that's about. Okay. Straight as possible. That's fine. That worked. All right, now the next level. Jump up here real quick. Do the same thing again. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, so just hit our H button. Over just a little bit more, and this way. There we go. No, my light's not on, is it? Is it not? It is. I'm just trying to check my... Yeah, okay. Check my inputs and outputs on that thing. There's that. All right. And the music stopped. So I do like the music in this game, but I just wish it would play a little more often. Let's see. There's a boombox. You can just play tracks, but I think part of that is I don't know. Because I have streamer settings turned on, so if there is any music that's not allowed. Anyway, the tapes you can buy for it, there's probably some music we can't play on stream, so. Now let's see what this does. Okay, we'll go with it. Okay, so now we have our full inputs product. We just need to get power in here then. That should also not be much of a problem. Let's see what we have for power input options here. Double wall. Let me throw that anywhere on the glass and bring it in. We put it on this as well. Well, not the wall one specifically, but How about that corner? Right there. Okay. And then let's do the same thing down the side here. In the corner. And then right. Oh, missed my platform. This top corner here. How's that look? I mean, that works. Yeah, I mean, as long as it functions, that's all that matters. Then we're just going to put our connections up above the machines. This one, yeah, I like to do it as close as possible to where they come in or where the outlets are at. Let's just go ahead and do Mark IIs because we have them. This one, we're going to go right here. On that grid there. It's probably a little more than I have to do, but we want a clean factory. Okay, so there's that. That's going to connect to that, which connects to that. So on all throughout here. Doo -doo. Yeah, that I'm not totally thrilled with, but here we go. Now let's do this next level. Oh, entrance is down here. Oh, yeah, we don't have a, all right, hold on. Gotta put our power spots in first. Let's come down here, straight up. Now, this can go anywhere because it's just a ceiling. Doesn't have the issues that the other one did. Yep, right there. I do like the grid for my roofs, but it all right, 2 hour mark. Go us. All right, cool. I don't have power to this whole building yet. One step at a time. I do like that. That looks nice. Nice clean line across there. Let's go ahead and get down here and connect the bottom. Okay, sweet. All right, and then we're going to come back in and get our connectors. Place them right there above each one of these. Yeah. And finally here. Okay. And we need power here, so we're gonna just put a little power pole right here on the edge of the cliff. And we're gonna run that over to our setup over here. This part's a little messier, but it works. Okay. Everything in there's powered. That's cool. Now we just got to run our I know. Wonderful English I'm using. We need to run our conveyors over here, and they're going to split off to the roof there. So 1, 2, and 3. Probably a little higher elevation right about. Let's bring it to here and turn this way. Let's see. Let's put our platform here. Okay, good. And then we'll run ramps down. Oh, no, that's right. I'd rather do it here. Let's do that, and then put ramps from here. What's a ramp? 5. Generalist ramp. Let's run another platform. 2 more there, and then we'll put the ramps in. Nope. 2. Let's take it to there. Let's bring this over. Perfect. Clean up some of this mess. Just so happens you have to look at the top of the bush to select it. There we go. Okay, so this can run straight over here. I have to pick a side. There we go. And then we just need a place for this one to run up as well. That is coming from there. So we're going to go right here over. And there. Okay. All right. So we're going to run our. Shoot the lift over to the side. come out like that. That's good. All right, and then we're just going to put regular conveyor here. Here in the center. Over to this, middle of that one, middle of this one. We'll make that a curve straight. Make straight, yeah. Now we can do straight. All the way over here. And at this point, we're going to go ahead. Why do that? Straight. Let's go here and then go up to the next level here. Yeah, like that. Okay. And from here, we're going to do a. That one might need to move back a little bit. We'll work on that. Stackable poles are going to start here. 1, 2. Yeah, that doesn't need to go up quite as high. I don't want them there. I want them back here. No, actually, that's where we want it. We want it up top. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. Let's put it right here to begin with. 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Right. 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do it at the bottom of the ramp as well. We're going to move this one up one more. So what? That's fine. Yeah. All right, and then here we're going to 1, 2, 3, and 3. What? Okay. One here. That's gonna be too tight to turn, though, isn't it? I don't think that's gonna make it. That no, it's not gonna do that. No matter how we shape it. I think those. Okay. Okay. New plan. New plan. We can do it this way. If we peel them off one at a time. So we're gonna go there. So they can make that turn pretty easily. Another thing up here. Hmm. Why not? Straight like that. Okay. And then this one. So that should be straight to there. This one will go there. And then we can do the top one. Bring here. Here we go. 1, 2. Like that. We're going to connect these into here. That one's going to go away, though. That's what we're going to do. Okay. And we can come here with 3 side. 2, 3. Just the top one goes from that to that. Okay. Middle there. Okay. Those are turned the wrong way. Mm. The bottom one's right, but the other two aren't. All right, anyway. The main thing is we got those going the right way. So that's how we're going to peel them off from here. So this can go to that. That one. Yep. Let's double check that. We're shooting this way. Yep. Cool. And then, great. All right, let's just go ahead and get these running in here then. So I think we're going to do... Those aren't going to make that turn. So we need to raise these two up, I think, here. Or our other option is to go ahead and make this one come up all the way. So we have these few blocks to do that. So if we go ahead and start here, and right here we want to go up to 2. 1, 2. Nope. Not 3, Dave. You can't count. Let's see how this looks coming from here to here. Wait for it. All right. We're going to go from there to there. I went from here to here. Is that going to interfere? No. Here to here. And this one go around this corner well. Wonderful. Okay. That's headed the right direction. It sure is. Okay. Good. All right. So then these are going to join in there. Let's go pull them from their sources then. So this has got to come up to here. Default will make it. All right. And then we're going to go back to straight. Come up top. Good. Great. All right. Now we just run our conveyors all the way through here, ignoring that power line. And should be ready to roll. Everything else seems to be set up. Okay, now we've got this system figured out. Let's go ahead and do the top one first. Run it over to that. And that should be able to go to that, right? Good, okay. The middle one, we're gonna go to this. And that runs over to this. And then from there, we're going into the middle here. Lovely, okay. Now the bottom one, all I have to do is connect these two. Everything else is set and ready to go over there. Nice, okay. I'd love to come back through here and like make a walkway, a covered thing I've set up. I don't know for this as well. I think that'd be pretty cool. But all right, so this factor is going. We just need to let's see. 75, 150, so 300, 450 per minute coming out of here. Why's that not running? It's already full. Never mind. Take that. Okay, well, that didn't take long. I think some of those I'd already thrown ore in, and as soon as I gave them power, they were ready to run. So these will be getting for the last. It's going to take a while for those to fill up. I mean, since we're not pulling it out and using the iron ingots right now, it won't take long for them to fill up and get going. But all right, so this is our iron factory. Let me step back here. Let me find a good place to get a screenshot. I don't know if I can't remember how to do screenshots. Is it F3 on this one? No. Okay, I'm swimming. So how do I put... is it H? H gets rid of hands. I don't know what the smoke is. F2. Let's see. I'm going to look this up real quick. Okay. I'm probably missing it right on my screen. Let's see. Photo mode. Photo mode, photo mode, photo mode, photo mode. All right, hold on. You know what? I'll do this. I can do this after the stream. Anyway, so here's what we got done, guys. We've got this little. I'm conducting. Dun 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 dun. Our sorry, our iron smeltery going here. So I think it's looking nice though. We got that up and running. We got iron to it, and I think we're gonna call it a day there. So let me get this pulled up real quick. So glad to have everybody join us. If you're watching this after the fact, lovely. Don't forget to follow me. I need followers. We need lots of followers. So follow, please do that. I appreciate every follow I get on here. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. Go ahead and do that. We'll get more of this content coming in. So hopefully we can do more of these Saturday streams as we get through it. But I think that's about it. So y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.